Good afternoon and welcome back to the Renaissance Hour with Sebastian Ellis. Hope everyone's enjoying the day. Right here, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's a blue sky. There's no wind. It's relatively warm here, and I've been out for a few walks today. Some more of those irritating technical difficulties have happened, which is why today was a bit later than it was yesterday. So I had to go out and get some fresh air a few times. But everything is okay now. We got the lineup and everything is going swimmingly. Today, like I announced before, we're going through the Roaring '20s. The '20s was a fascinating time in America because on one side there were flapper dresses and jazz music and swing music and the craziest parties that you've ever seen. If you don't believe me, just watch The Great Gatsby. And colorful cars, and it was just a wonderful time. And on the other side, it was one of the most violent times in American history, with characters like Al Capone and Arnold Rothstein and all the major gangsters of the time, and of course Prohibition. So it makes it a particularly atmospheric and interesting historical time in human history. The first song we're going to get to here just shows you how swingin' the '20s really were, and this is one of my favorite '20s songs, one entitled Sweet Georgia Brown. No gal made has got a shade on Sweet Georgia Brown. Two left feet, but oh so neat, swinging Georgia Brown. They all sigh and wanna die for sweet little Georgia Brown. Let me tell you why. Well, son, I don't lie, at least not very much. It's been said she's knocking them dead. She come rolling into town. Everybody knows it's a crying shame when Georgia done cool them down. Fellas that she can't get are fellas that she just ain't met. Georgia named her, Georgia claimed her, sweet Georgia Brown, yeah! Swinging Georgia Brown. Well, they all sigh and wanna die, the sweet little Georgia Brown. Let me tell you why. Son, I don't lie, no. It's been said she's knocking them dead. She come a rolling into town. Everybody knows her with the crying shame of Georgia done cool them down. Now fellas that she can't get her, fellas that she just simply ain't met. Georgia named her, Georgia claimed her, sweet Georgia Brown. I said Georgia named her, Georgia claimed her, sweet Georgia Brown. Wow, yeah, sweet Georgia Brown. I love that song. You can dance the Charleston to that song. You can just sort of move your body around incoherently if you don't know how to dance. But either way, the music from this time was designed for people to dance to. And this next song I'm going to play here, there's going to be a few more just piano and vocal tracks down the line, especially for the 20s and the 30s, because a lot of it has some great sort of stride piano playing in it. And this next one is a great example of that. A song that came out in the 20s, like all the songs today. And it's one of my favorites. It's a fun song called Has Anybody Seen My Gal? She put some posters up or something. Could you love, could you woo, could you coo? Has anybody seen my gal? 5'2" with eyes of blue. Oh, what those 5 foot could do. Has anybody seen my gal? Well, if you run into a 5'2", covered with fur, diamond rings and all them things, you bet your life be feeling her. Could you love, could you woo, could you coo? Has anybody seen my gal? Yeah. Has anybody seen my gal? Could you love? Could you woo? Could you coo? Has anybody seen my gal? Well, if you run into a 5'2", covered with fur, diamond rings and all them things, son, you bet your life, baby, it ain't her. Could you love? Could you woo? Could you coo? Has anybody seen? Has anybody seen? Said, has anybody seen my gal? Yes, has anybody seen my gal? I wish someone would tell me. I hope everyone's enjoying this more swingin' 20s vibe. I'm certainly enjoying it. We're going to cool things down a little bit tomorrow for the 1930s. There's some fantastic songs that came out in the 30s. And like I said, there's going to be a bit more just piano and vocals that's going to be going on, especially tomorrow and into the 40s, which I hope you don't mind. But like I said, those technical difficulties I've been having have been mostly to do with that. And so the production value is going to be the same, but there might be a little bit less. But they do say that less is more. There'll still be 5 songs, and I'll try my very best to make them sound as good as humanly possible. Now, this next song coming up here is another famous 20s song, and all these songs kind of had fairly simple lyrics, and I love it. And this one is entitled Margie, which I hope you enjoy. We're going to play it right now for you. Margie, I'm always thinking about you, Margie. I'll tell the world I love you, don't forget your promise to me. I have bought you a diamond ring and everything. Now, Margie, you've been my inspiration. Days are never blue. And after all is said and done, to me you're the only one. Now, Margie, that's you. I'll tell the world I love you, just don't forget, honey, your promise to me. 'Cause I have bought you a home and a ring and everything. Margie, babe, you've been my inspiration. Days are never blue. And after all is said and done, to me you're the only one. Margie, it's you. Yes, Margie, you've been my inspiration. Days are never blue. What a fantastic thing to have. I really think that back then they valued the the kind of romance and the love a lot more than we do today, and I think that should come back. It's a wonderful feeling to have. Those of you that have had that sort of thing in your life, myself included, it's a wonderful thing that you really do not want to miss out on. Anyhow, moving right along here, we're going to go to a song which is mostly just piano and vocals, and it's a great song from the 20s, and I think Bessie Smith was originally the person who brought it out. And it's a song entitled Ain't Nobody's Business If I Do. And you can check it out on YouTube. There's a great version of this by Mr. Eric Clapton, but the song goes all the way back to the 1920s. And it's a great song. I hope you enjoy. Here it is. There ain't nothing I can do, or nothing I can say, that folks don't criticize me. But I'm gonna do just as I want to anyway. I don't care if despise me. If I should take a notion to jump into the ocean, it ain't nobody's business if I do, oh Lord. If I go to church on Sunday, then I shimmy down on Monday, it ain't nobody's business if I do. And if my friend ain't got no money, and I say just take all mine, honey, it ain't nobody's business if I do. And if I lend her my last nickel and it leaves me in a pickle, it ain't nobody's business if I do. 'Cause I would rather my gal would hit me than a haul right up and quit me. It ain't nobody's business if I do. Oh Lord, it ain't nobody's business if I do. One, two, three. Yes, it ain't nobody's business if I do. Sometimes I feel like that. My business is my business, and I like to keep it that way, and I hope that you do too. Power to the people, baby. Anyway, that's about all the time that we have today for the Renaissance Hour. We're going to end this show with one of my favorite 20s songs. And I first heard this song, like I said, back in 2018. I made a road trip out to the East Coast, and I went all the way from Toronto to St. John's in Newfoundland, a wonderful, wonderful land. And if you haven't been there, it almost feels like another country. The East Coast of Canada is absolutely fantastic, and I was staying in a hostel in Halifax, a rather dodgy one, if I might say. Right below the hostel was a cheap bar. They had the cheapest beer in the city, which was pretty good for me and for everyone who was staying there. And during the night times, we would sit in the alleyway beside the hostel, where they sort of had a hangout spot there, and would play. I had my guitar, and oh, hello. I got my feline companion here back again. Little cat here, joining us for the end of the show. And anyway, French-Canadian man who was playing and singing the guitar introduced me to this song, and I've been playing it ever since. It's a great song, and here it is for you. Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out. This is the Renaissance Hour. My name is Sebastian Ellis, and keep on rocking the old-fashioned way. Well, once I lived a life of a millionaire, spent all my money, didn't have any cares. Took all my friends out for a mighty good time. We bought bootleg whiskey, champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so low. Lost all my good friends, I had nowhere to go. Well, if I ever get my hands on a dollar again, I'm gonna hang on to it, to that old eagle grins, because nobody when you get back on your feet again. Everyone wants to be your long lost friend. Well, I said it's strange without any doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Yeah. Check your pocket, kid, not one penny. And as for friends, well, you don't have any. By the time you get back up on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long lost friend. Well, I said it's strange